Dawson off the sidewalk and Binky almost went flying.
Is the $2,500 for this injury that you said, how did you get injured?
Mr. Mendoza was, tearing down the street on his skateboard. He ran over me and he sprained my ankle. It was swollen out to here.
Okay, good. Now, back to you, Karen. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Look, she completely is lying about it. She broke her foot on my board right.
Oh boy, this one's a roller coaster. A local legend, or a public nuisance, depending on who you ask, lands in court after a clash with a fed-up woman. The chaos? Skateboards, shattered nails, and a chihuahua named Binky. The showdown is about to get very interesting. Buckle up.
Morning, ma'am.
Yes.
How are you doing today? I love that hair, by the way.
Thank you, Judge Porter.
What's going on here? It shows here that you're suing the defendant for $2,500 for medical bills?
Yes, Your Honor. I have lived in my community for a very long time, and I care deeply for everyone who lives there. I even help out to plant a rose garden for everybody, an herb garden. I babysit the children. I bake for the elderly. So I'm very involved in my neighborhood.
Okay.
But Mr. Mendoza has been violating the law, actually, by riding his skateboard on the sidewalk where the elderly walk, where the children walk, where I walk. And he goes down the middle of the street, does all kinds of tricks, jumps in the air, and he even goes into the neighbors' driveways with his skateboard. In addition, I have seen him grab the back of the fender of cars and drive down the middle of the street like he's Evel Knievel.
Oh, wow. Mr. Mendoza, how old are you, sir?
22.
Do you know who Evel Knievel is?
I have an idea, yes.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure he understood that reference.
Okay. And there's another thing, Judge Porter, that really scared me.
What's that, ma'am?
Mrs. Dawson is 80 years old.
Who's Mrs. Dawson?
She's a lady who lives in a neighborhood who likes to walk her little chihuahua named Binky. Well, Mr. Mendoza was coming around the corner so fast he nearly knocked Mrs. Dawson off the sidewalk and Binky almost went flying.
Oh, wow.
So, let's get this straight. Mr. Mendoza is just cruising through life on his skateboard, while Miss Parker is on a personal quest to shut him down. Somehow, this all spirals into a lawsuit. How did we get here? Let's watch this drama unfold together.
Is she here with you?
No, she's not feeling so well, but this happened to Mrs. Dawson.
Oh, okay. Well, when you see her, tell her I hope that she feels better. Well, my question is the $2,500 for this injury that you said. How did you get injured?
Well, Mr. Mendoza was, tearing down the street on his skateboard. And, he ran over me and he sprained my ankle. And I'm still wearing, look, a brace. It was swollen out to here.
Yeah.
And this has curtailed my ability to get to my charity events, and my nails got broken in the meantime.
Did you fall or something?
Well, not really, but
so how did your nails get? I don't understand. Okay, I understand. How long ago did this incident happen with where your ankle got injured?
Well, it's about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
A week and a half ago. Okay, so it was a week. Your ankle got injured, but I don't understand. You say your nails. How did your nails get? Were they broken or?
Well, yeah, they got chipped. I try to get my nails done at least once a week, but
I got that. But you say your nails were damaged, but you didn't fall. So how did your nails get damaged? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Just because it was just such a problem with the whole thing, and
I understand, ma'am.
So much stress and strain.
It sounds like it. It sounds like
pain. It's excruciatingly painful. I can't even get to my events.
Why didn't you come in here with crutches? We allow that type of stuff. You could have came in here with crutches.
I don't know that I'm very good at working with crutches, but
okay. All righty, ma'am. Give me a second. I'm gonna get his side of the story. Mr. Mendoza, sir, what happened?
So, as I'm there, minding my business on my skateboard. And, you know, she's just, this lady, you know, I've never had a problem with anyone in this neighborhood. You know, even that lady with, you know, Mr. Bink, the dog and everything. I apologize so much to her. She didn't even, you know, blame me for it. You know, she was a common accident. But
so there was an incident between you and Mrs.
No,
Dawson. I think that was the name.
Yes, and you know, I felt terrible about it. That's the only incident I've ever had until obviously right now with this lady. But look, she completely is lying about everything. She broke her foot on my board, breaking it because she just didn't want me to skate around.
What do you mean she broke your board? How did she break your board?
She stomped it like if she's in the WWE. She stomped on my skateboard, snapped it right in half. I have it right here. This is the evidence.
That's the skateboard that you were riding?
Your Honor, this is what I was riding, and that's the foot that broke this.
Ma'am?
I'm not that strong to break that board.
So you're saying that you
I mean, look at me. I'm skinny. I couldn't do that.
I understand. So you're saying that you did not step on his board?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have a video of it happening. I literally caught her in 4K breaking my board and snapping it in half.
Do you have that video in court right now, sir?
I do. I have it right on my phone, sir. I could approach and show you it.
Yes, by all means. Let me see it. Let me see. Just push play.
Yep, right there.
Hey, look at what you did to my board. It's destroyed. How am I going to do tricks on this?
Well, what do you expect? You're driving up and down, endangering the neighbors? What do you expect with all of this? I told you that you shouldn't be driving this thing. Whenever you go up everybody's driveway, you're hurting everybody.
Well, he thinks that he's like some famous skateboarder. He should be at the skate park.
Hold up. She says she never broke his board, but my guy just pulled out 4K video evidence. Ma'am, you didn't just lie. You lied with confidence. Now the real question is, how will Judge Porter handle this one? Let's.
Okay. Thank you. Let me. Do you have a twin sister?
No.
You don't have a twin sister?
No.
Because the woman in that video looks exactly like you and sounds exactly like you, and he's saying it's you. So let me try my line of questioning again. How did that board break, ma'am?
All right, I lost my temper and I stomped on it and I threw it down and my nails broke.
You got one more time to raise your voice in my courtroom or you're going to be spending the day in jail. Am I making myself clear, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Okay, so you lied to me. That's what you did, correct? About the damage to his board?
I just denied it.
No, where I'm from, that's called lying.
I'm sorry, Judge Porter.
And here's the problem. If you lied about how the board was broken, then you lied about the injury to your ankle.
No, I have the doctor report right here.
Sure. Bailiff, can you pass that up here? Okay. It does show that you did sustain a
sprain.
Yeah, a sprain, but it doesn't say that it was caused by the defendant. I think it was caused by what he said is where you stomped on it, which is kind of what I saw in that video. With that foot that's injured, by the way. So the part about your nails, how did your nails?
He almost ran me over and I had to kind of run away. You know, he was coming so close to me. He almost ran me over.
I mean, look, Your Honor, you saw it in the video. She was clearly not getting out of the way. Like, I was just trying to skate, mind my business.
She was not.
He was scaring me. So
you know what? I have a question. How did you end up with his skateboard in your hands?
I think I just got really mad.
And
Your Honor, she took it right out of my hands, okay? You saw it in the video. She took it right out of my hands. She's a crazy Karen, okay?
did you took his skateboard? Is that how you injured your nails or damaged your nails? Because you snatched it from him? Is that what happened?
Yeah, because he refused to listen to me.
He refused it. I'm sorry. Is this your husband? Is this your boyfriend?
He's too
supposed to
young
listen
for
to
me.
you? Can you pass her documents back to her, sir?
I'm not a cougar, Judge Porter.
Okay. So why should he listen to you? Who are you?
Well, I live in the neighborhood for a very long time, and
Do
I
you
help
live in this
everybody.
neighborhood?
I sure do, sir. Or, Your Honor. Oh.
He's allowed to ride his skateboard on the sidewalk, ma'am.
On the sidewalk?
Yes. It's not a motorcycle. It's not a moped. It's a skateboard. It's actually safer for him to be on a skateboard than it is to be in the street. There's no law against him being on the street as long as he's not obstructing traffic, which apparently that didn't happen either. Now, the part about you hanging on the back of cars, is that true?
Yes, Your Honor, but look, I only did it so I'm not late for work, all right?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? I don't want you falling in the street and next thing you know, we got to clean you up and then explain to your parents or your family what happened. Okay?
You're right, Your Honor.
Now, back to you, Karen. I'm sorry, ma'am. Miss Parker.
Yes, Miss Parker.
The judge has had enough. When a judge calls you self-serving and immature in open court, you know it's a wrap. There's no coming back from that. This case is practically decided already.
Be self-serving and immature. I cannot believe that you, a grown woman, would act this way. I don't know what you have against skateboarders. I don't know what that issue is. Okay? You broke that young man's skateboard, so you're going to pay for that. Sir, how much that skateboard costs?
Your Honor, to be completely honest with you,
Yes.
about $500.
$500? Okay. So the court is going to grant you $1,000 for the skateboard and the pain and suffering that you had to endure at hest of her behavior. Now, ma'am, I am going to give you this warning. You see this young man skateboarding, you see anybody skateboarding, unless they are getting ready to knock you out of the way while you're walking on the sidewalk, leave them alone. If they're in the street doing tricks, leave them alone. Like I said earlier, if he's not impeding traffic, why do you even care? Am I making myself clear, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I just hope that he doesn't knock down Miss Dawson next time.
Well, apparently he's already spoken to Miss Dawson and he's made good with her. And Binky, is it? Binky?
Yes, Binky.
Binky.
Scared Binky the Chihuahua.
I know. But next time, hey, bring Miss Dawson in here. Maybe we can get her side of the story, okay?
All right.
But you're going to pay that $1,000.
All right.
Okay? And your case is...
The story? If you see a skater minding their business, just let them be, unless you want to end up in court caught in 4K and $1,000 lighter. Was justice served, or was this too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments.